All right, guys. So today we're checking out a new pair of true wireless earbuds that is a collab between Moondrop and the Honkai Star Rail game. This is basically like a free-to-play Japanese RPG, but the model of this true wireless earbud kind of is revolved around a character in the game named Robin. Now, in the game, she is a playable character, but her character is a singer, so it kind of makes sense that you would tie this to an audio product. So this whole thing, from the packaging to the case to the earbuds and everything, has a specific theme, and I think this is going to be a love-hate for a lot of people. It just kind of depends on if you like the color scheme. But I do have to say this: Moondrop is very, very good at their presentation, especially when it comes to the packaging, and it definitely shows here. Inside the box, you also get this really nice like acrylic display that shows the character. With the color scheme being purple and white and gold, it definitely has a unique look. Even the case of these stand out from a lot of the Moondrop cases we've seen for true wireless earbuds. On the top, you can see the character, and underneath the lid, you can see what looks like a compass design. I'm not very familiar with the game, so I can't really say if this is a specific symbol in the game, but on the earbuds you can see some other symbols here. Again, it's very clean looking. They even have like this hand painted area that they've 3D printed, so it just has a really nice look to it. Now, the earbuds do come in retailing at $99, so it's a little more than most Moondrop earbuds, but the huge plus here is this pair doesn't have stems, which a lot of the other earbuds from Moondrop has had. So I do like the fact that they decided to release a true wireless earbud that does not have that stem style design. This pair does have smart sensors where it will pause if you take them out and then just play when you put them back in. And it also uses touch controls, and sadly it doesn't give you control over everything because you cannot control your volume from the earbuds. So that is something I really wish they would have been able to add to these, and maybe they can with a firmware update, because it does work with Moondrop's app. And I am gonna say I highly recommend downloading that first so that you can make sure your earbuds are updated. There are 5 different like EQ settings pre-baked into the app. You get to switch it between your noise canceling and transparency mode within the app. And this pair supports LDAC and LE audio, or more specifically the LC3 protocol. You do need to go into the app to do this, and the LDAC codec is giving you the best Bluetooth quality you can get, and the LC3 protocol is giving you low energy, so it's using less energy, and it's also cutting down on lag in itself. And another important thing within the app is you have control over your gain. Now, out of the box, it's set to medium, and I think the volume level is pretty good here. But if you like to listen to your earbuds loud, you would just switch the gain into high, and I think you're good to go. And also within the app, although you do get control over your controls, you still cannot add volume control. Now, inside the box, it comes with a really nice like purple leather storage case. It comes with 2 different styles of silicone ear tips, and you're getting 3 sets in both styles. And both of these are going to affect the sound quality. One is a little bit more tight with the bass, and then the other one kind of gives it a little bit more of a loose feel. So do make sure that you play around and try each of these ear tips. And then as far as the charging cable, it does come with a USB-C cable, but luckily the case on these is Qi wireless charging compatible. So you don't necessarily need to use this USB-C cable. You can just drop it on any wireless charger and have it charged that way. And speaking of the charging, the battery life is very impressive on this pair. Now, this is if you use these with the noise canceling off and you don't have LDAC or anything like that turned on. You can squeeze about 9 hours out of the earbuds, and with the charging case, you're looking to get about 39 hours total. That's pretty impressive, again, especially for a pair under $100, and another pair that has all of these other features. Now, as far as an IP rating, I didn't see that there's any official IP rating, so I don't know how water resistant this pair is. So do keep that in mind if you're going to use these outdoors and it starts to rain, or you sweat heavily, or if you're going to be by the pool or at the beach, just be a little careful. Now, if you are going to use this pair for taking phone calls, it does have dual mics, and it's also using environmental noise canceling so that it can try to block out a lot of your surroundings and just kind of focus in on your voice. And I think for the most part, it's doing a pretty decent job, but you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here.
So here is a mic test using the Moondrop Robin earbuds. I am outdoors. There's a lot of road noise to the side of me. There's birds chirping and things like that. And this is just to give you an idea of what it would sound like if you were to take a call public.
So now let's talk about the noise canceling and the transparency mode. Now, if you're looking at this pair specifically for noise canceling, I think it really only does a decent job when it comes to lower tones. So if you just need to block out like engine noises or AC units or anything that just has like, again, that lower rumble to it, this pair does a good job against that. It's just when anybody starts talking or anything that has like a higher frequency, all of that is just going to bleed through just as it would any other pair of true wireless earbuds. And then the transparency mode, I think, is pretty decent. I think it does a good job of picking up my surroundings without making it sound like overly artificial. I didn't notice that anything sounded like digital. It comes through very clean, and I never had any issue with carrying on a conversation without ever having to take these out. But now let's go ahead and get into the sound. Now, the sound of these, I was overly impressed with. I did not expect that they are using a 10mm dynamic driver mixed with a 6mm annular planar treble driver. So they have a planar driver that is specifically handling your high end, your treble, and things in this earbud sound extremely detailed and very, very clean. Now, this is the way that it's tuned out of the box. I did go over and play around with some of the other EQ settings, but none of those I liked as much as the standard one that it had already. And the way that it's tuned is it gives you this really nice punchy bass, but it is very controlled. It's not loose. It doesn't have that subwoofer type feel, but it doesn't feel light either. It definitely has its impact. It just is quick to move on from one hit to the next. And the mids on here is what really blew me away. I think the way that vocals sound on this earbud is some of the best that I've heard on any earbud, and that's male and female vocalists. I just feel like it really pulls out different characteristics. It has a lot of detail in vocals. Even certain acoustic instruments just stand out a little bit more than it does, again, with other earbuds that I've tested. And then the treble, again, this goes back to that planar driver, is very detailed. It can be really bright if you're going to listen to these at like really high volume. But again, I think it still just mixes really well with the way that the bass is tuned on these. So I do think if you are a bass head, I don't necessarily think that this is going to be the pair for you. But if you do like a lot of impact, but you do like it controlled and you like a lot of detail in your music, that is exactly the tuning that these have. And then when it comes to the sound stage and the sound imaging, I was very impressed, especially for just a normal pair of true wireless earbuds, how much it made me feel like I was in a large room. And I never had any kind of issue with being able to tell where different sounds are coming from. So my overall opinion on these is if you're not a fan of the game, it may not appeal to you as much as other people that are a fan of the Honkai Star Rail game, or more specifically the Robin character. And if you're not a fan of this color scheme, obviously that's going to turn some people off as well. But if you can get past those things, what you're getting is just phenomenal from a pair of true wireless earbuds. We haven't really seen a lot of impressive true wireless earbuds lately, and this one definitely just wowed me the whole time that I was testing them. Now, I am a little pissed off that there's no volume control. Again, this is just something I get used to having in all of my other earbuds. But there is decent noise canceling on here. You do get the smart sensors. You get LDAC playback. You're getting that LE audio, especially if you have a device that can take advantage of this. You're getting very impressive battery life. You're getting a gaming mode. The sound quality definitely punches well above the $100 price tag. There's just a lot that went into these, and I was very impressed with the Honkai Star Rail Moondrop Robin earbuds. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.